Hey y'all, it's Badboydolls, BBD. Bow, 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 bow. Today I'm coming at you from the future. Yeah, if that makes any sense, I'm coming at you from the future. It's been a long time since that last video that I posted. I got a whole doll room now, but we're not really going to get into that. Today we're going to get into something completely and totally different. As you can see, I am here cutting out this heart because one of my dolls is going on a date. It's kind of like a heartbreaking date. Not really. But like kinda, because she's also getting an eye swap. It's an eye swap date. It's gonna be cute. Okay, so two of my dolls are definitely getting eye swaps. There's one that I want to have blue eyes, and then my other doll has gray eyes, so the other doll will just be getting gray eyes. Have you guys guessed which doll it is? Let me see. Maybe by the time I fix this heart and like put it there so you can see it. Isn't it so cute, my little heartbreak? It's Barbie and Justin. Yeah, they're both getting makeovers today. I wanted Barbie to have blue eyes and I wanted Justin to just have the other eyes. So I was like, you know what? Let's switch them. And then Justin is also getting like a full-on makeover, like pants, shirt, the whole shebang. I actually sewed it together already. This is what it looks like so far. I'm kind of feeling it, not feeling it, a little bit all over the place about the outfit. Also, I got this doll today because it's like a topsy-turvy thrift because I went to the thrift store today and got thrifted stuff too. Yeah, her hair is a mess. Don't judge me. Let me just really give you a really nice look of the outfit. Those are the pants that I sewed, and that's the top. Yeah, I was just trying to really get like a nice little view of it. As you can see, the doll that I got is a, what's that doll? Oh my gosh, who is she? She's in the store. Rebecca, there we go. Right now, I'm just getting into undressing these two dolls because obviously I did say that I was going to do an eye swap. So yeah, eye swap means like water está no bien, which means water is no good because I do not want to get their cloth bodies wet. So that being said, I am going to have to take their heads off. This part is never fun, but it is something that you do have to do from time to time when it comes to customizing American Girls. I'm just going to start by going ahead and cutting those little strands that they used to sew across to kind of cover up that like latch piece that's in the back because the doll's heads are normally latched on with a what do you call it, with a zip tie. So I will just be cutting the zip tie off. That's what I'm doing here, is like snipping the seams and then cutting the zip tie. Yeah, then as you can see, I took the little trip into the kitchen because we are about to start boiling some heads. Yup. So this is my little boiling pot right here. I got a little plastic bag because I'm going to put her head in a plastic bag and then put it into the water. Now, when I first did this, I do not think the water was hot enough, so I let it boil some more. As you can see, it's bubbling, 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 bubbling. It's actually Justin inside the bag who I'm doing first because I thought Justin has short hair. I want to see if the hair is affected by this. After doing it with the bag, it actually wasn't. And I actually kept them dry the whole entire time. Like, this is me putting it over a cup and actually pouring water inside of their heads too, and their heads stayed dry. So, yeah, I had to switch processes in the end, but it did work out. I was able to get both eyes out. As you can see, I got both of Justin's out. And then inside this next scenes, I'm just going to be pouring it right inside. With her, I didn't even try the other method. I just said, you know what, go ahead, pour that right into her head. We're going to let her eyes get nice and soft and just pray she doesn't have any holes in her head. Lucky for me, her ears are not pierced, so she does not have any holes in her head. So I was able to do this. If your doll's ears are pierced, just beware because the water will leak out the sides and that will affect the hair. The water's hot. Keep that in mind, especially if you have a curly doll. It happened to me. It was tragic. It was tragic. It was so tragic. It was just so tragic. Just don't let it happen to you. As you can see, I got both of their eyes out though now, and I'm just going to try and start warming them up so I can put the eyes in the right spot. I was just making sure I had the right colors next to each other. You can probably see the difference there, that like gray and that blue. Yeah, I really just wanted Barbie to have blue eyes so bad. I've been trying to do it for weeks and weeks and weeks. I also got this sound box. Oh my gosh, the sound box! Hold on. See, now, usually I don't do this, but I had to slow it down because I need you to hear this. Did you hear it? my gosh, yes, she's getting sounds. I'm putting sounds inside of my dolls. Yes, Barbie's getting the coolest animatronic in the whole entire world. I've always wanted a doll that sings. When I tell you, this has been the best idea that I've ever done inside of my whole entire life, and I'm so excited that I can finally share it with you guys because it is amazing. She sings the popular song on repeat all the time. I love her. Like, love her. I always pick her up and we just sing the song together. We're actually working on a Glinda dress. I might put in just like a couple of the pieces. I haven't gotten it all the way together. It's not 100% accurate, you guys. Also, I'm trying to work on a crown as well. You gotta bear with me, okay? Y'all know I'm already bad when it comes to editing, okay? I've recorded the stuff I've done so far, but like, it didn't make this video. This video was mostly about her getting her eye swap and her sound, because that Glinda dress, it's a task. It is a task. It's cute so far, but it's a task. But yeah, here I am just using that zip tie. You see I got a pack right there. I'll be doing this. I'm just using it and stringing it right through where the old zip tie was, just so I can replace the zip tie and pop her head back on. At this point, I don't believe I did. I do not believe at this point that I put their eyes in. I think this was the point that I had just gotten, I like kind of took a break. So this is me like taking a break and just putting the pieces back in. And then, you know, when I put the head on, I'm going to put that piece inside and then I'll zip it. This is just me like kind of showing you that, you know, like you can kind of prep it. So that was me prepping this one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to Justin as well, so that, you know, when I'm finished, I can just go ahead, pop both of their heads back on and move on to the next step. And you can also see it's not that hard to really pull that piece out. It's fairly easy. Yeah, this was really slowed down. I normally don't slow these things down, so this is a little weird for me. But let me know. Do you guys like slowed down Bad Boy Dolls, or are we digging the 2X or 5X or 10X, whichever one I be pressing, depending on how long the video was originally. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'm looking to actually improve these videos. Maybe it'll help me cut some of my editing time out. So, hey, your opinion is very welcomed here. Did I get that through finally? Sheesh. Did y'all see? That took forever. Finally, it is through, and here I am going ahead and doing the final step, which is pouring the hot water into their eyes so that I can go ahead and, you know, put their eyes in now. So I'm going to be going ahead and putting those gray eyes inside of Justin. I'm pouring the water, letting it sit. I didn't really, you know, wait for too long. This is all on 2X, so, you know. This is my tool, too. Oh, my gosh, I have to explain this. This is my tool. The tool that I'm using is very important. You're going to use this tool. It's a nail cuticle cutter, I believe. You're going to use this to pretty much maneuver your eyes in. As you can see, I popped them in really quickly, and this is me using the tool to kind of just, like, get his eyes to be straight. You guys, this is such a good tip for when you are inside of the store and you see a doll and her eyes are wonky and you just want to buy a doll. Buy the doll, take her home, use the tool, and fix the eyes. Stop telling American Girl that the doll is bad. She's not bad. She just needs a little spin, you know? She's cute. And here I am doing the same thing to Barbie. As you can see, this is like so easy. Like, all you have to do is, like, you know, cut your doll's head off, boil some water, pour it in her head, pop the eyes out, do it to the next doll, then pop the eyes back in. So easy. So easy. Anybody could do it. And me here showing you, you can do this at home yourself. Well, if you're of the appropriate age, I'm trying to be 13 plus and also have adult supervision. You have been warned. Don't say you wasn't. You have. Look at me using my tool. See how easy that is? When you're 13 plus and have been warned? Here I am doing it off screen because it was a little bit hard. I'm not going to lie. And I did want Barbie to be very perfect. One thing that I do a lot, I'll pop the eye out again and try and put it back in just to see if I can replace it a little better. I did it with Barbie and I feel like I was able to get her second eye to place a little better. One thing with this tool, be very careful around that eye paint. It will chip. I've done it before. It was tragic. It was tragic. Don't do it. Now, here I am. You see how easy that was to pop on, and I just have to zip it in. I also let a little bit of time go by so that the water inside of their heads could drip out nice and good too. I didn't want water inside her body, especially in Barbie, because Barbie has the electronics now. This is me just checking to make sure Barbie's hair was good, and actually, after all that boiling and hot water and heat and everything, her hair is absolutely fine. It's just the way that I left it before. Here I am just clipping her neck, clipping his, cleaning it up. I could go back and stitch it, and I might in the future, but just not yet. So now to get into Justin, I started that outfit for Justin. I just cleaned up really quickly so, I could show you guys his outfit. Wait, no, let me get into Chris. I got Chris, this little bitty baby, and I got these shoes because Chris's shoes have these purple laces, and I thought the purple laces would be perfect inside of the shoes that I have Justin in. But I found out today that they sew these on. Like, they sew the laces. Like, I threw them because I was a little bit upset about it, honestly. And then I found they did the same thing with the bitty baby shoes. And then I also showed that I got this doll. This is my Rebecca doll. Her hair is terrible. I want to turn into a boy doll, so we're going to see how that goes. It's definitely going to be a process. I also got this Carol S. Cherez doll. Carol S. Cherez is not a brand that I actively follow, but it is one that I saw inside of FOA, and I wanted to put this outfit on that doll that I see in FOA, so I'm probably going to do that. I also got some outfits. They're all really bad, if I'm being honest, and one thing I cannot stand is when they send the dolls inside of baby clothes, so I ripped that off of her really quickly. I got this nice bomber, cute. That little short jacket doesn't fit. The hat was, I guess, for a real baby, not a fake baby. Ugh, can't stand that. This, I really tried to squeeze it on there. It didn't work. And I also got this top, too, that's on Barbie that came inside of that little baggie as well. It was a Webkins top. Like, isn't that so weird? Webkins fits American Girl? Weird. But back into the outfit that I was making originally. This is the outfit, and so I'm going to switch out the shoelaces, and I also want to give Justin some purple streaks. That seems to be the plan so far. And then after that, I also want to get into some facial piercings. Now, facial piercings is not something that I normally would recommend or do on any of my dolls, but I have been, like, on my own for a really long time, you guys. I told you this is very much in the future. This is not in the past. And there's a story that I probably should be telling, but here I am cutting out doll shoelaces instead. But there was another doll that I did do piercings on that just really inspired me to do some more. And so maybe I'll show that video after, and then, we can like make this make sense as to why I'm going to be giving Justin facial piercings and why I'm probably making an e-doll in the first place. But as you can see, I kind of struggled to get those shoelaces out. They sewed them in there very good. And also, he could have fit these shoes. I probably could have put him in those, but I really wanted the silver. I thought the silver was really cool. So here I am taking out these ones. Now, the newer shoes were a little bit easier to take out than the older shoes, honestly. I mean, it goes to the whole quality talk. If we're going to bring it back to that, the quality back then was way better than it is now. I learned that when I got Chris today. Okay, these bitty baby shoes, top tier. It takes me about 5 minutes to get those strings out and about 1 to get the American Girl ones out. So just think about that, y'all. Here I am just lacing up the shoes, though. Aren't those, like, strings cute in this shoe? Like, I thought it was a good touch. It's the purple. It goes with everything. And I did all of that just so I could tuck his pants right on over it. Wasn't that so great? Yeah. More recently, I found a way to, like, show off his laces and his pants so that you can actually see it. Yeah, and so that all my hard work doesn't go to waste. I also found another chain to put on him, and I kind of switched out the chains that I put on him a little bit because I don't know, customs to me, excuse me, customs are very interesting, like, it's a process. It's not just something that happens all at once. You really got to work into it. So this was me also trying to work into his outfit because, once again, customs are a process. I liked his shirt, but I wanted it to be more. So, oh my gosh, am I okay? I think I'm good now. Here I am pinning his outfit. I did not do this in slow-mo, did I? Y'all, I did the video in slow-mo. Good golly, oh Molly. But yes, this is the original outfit before I went back and added a few more stitch marks. So I also decided then that, you know what, I need to get this hair prepped so that I can like put these purple hairs in him. So I just started by brushing out this purple hair. As you can see, it's an easy process. You just lay the hair down, you brush it, and then you just brush it out straight. This is because I have old tracks. These aren't new. These are tracks that I've had for such a long time. I've used these inside of my Barbie doll. Yeah, I like to keep some tracks in case I ever want to do these little fun custom projects with hair. So it's always nice to have just like some really fun colors on hand, especially when it came to Justin because, girl, this purple was perfect. I didn't know what to use. I wanted black, but I couldn't find black, and I made his pants purple, so I said, this is perfect. Then, as you can see, I did his hair. Bam, just went ahead and did it. And then now I said, let's get right into those facial piercings, baby. Yeah. For Justin, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. After a while, I decided on an eyebrow piercing. I said, instead of just doing one, I think I'm going to do two. How I do the process is I make a dot where I want it to be. Then I use this tool that I got from the sewing supplies inside of Walmart. And I just kind of use it to make a hole. And then I put my safety pin, or my, in this case, my paper clip inside of the holes. I try and make one side longer so you can put one side in and then just like shimmy the other side in. It helps. Trust me, you guys, try it. And here I am doing it again. Yeah, to be so honest, I really wanted to customize him to be like, what's that guy? The creepy doll. Chucky. I want him to be Chucky, but he doesn't have red hair. So this is me like settling. I kind of wanted to give him like an E-punk kind of look. And then I think in the end, I ended up giving him a nose ring. Did I give him the nose ring? I didn't give him the nose ring, actually. I left the eyebrow piercings. I think the eyebrow piercings are just enough. He's like so cute. Oh my gosh. But on that note, I guess I got to sign off. So see you later, you guys. Bye.